Greetings, my fellow travelers. I have returned to Utopia PoirierGaming Hobbit Hole because the video I did yesterday didn't save properly, or I don't know what went wrong, or at least two videos that were missing from what I was doing yesterday. PlayStation 4, when you're out of the habit of saving videos, it's not as intuitive as PlayStation 5. So, I came here to confirm that the base was not buried or otherwise destroyed following the world change. Now there's been an update overnight, so cross my fingers once again. But it looked good yesterday. Yeah. Now, this is the first, or one of the first worlds from the Utopia Expedition. And I'm happy to say that during daytime, the grass is still a gorgeous, glorious white. That water's a little bit weird with early morning sun. You know, real life water doesn't quite do that. And you know, no plants growing in the middle of the pads. Water isn't flowing over. So this planet, this world, we can Copper Colony. Interesting name. Wonder if it's Spanish. Anyway, yes, this is for me. This is a pleasant surprise after what I was doing yesterday evening, going from one paradise world to another and find them wrecked or ruined in one way or another. This one basically doesn't appear to have changed. The grass is a little bit more grass-like, a little bit less fluffy perhaps. And if there's been any change to the vegetation or anything else, it has not impacted the base in any way, shape, or form. And maybe, just maybe, I'm going to have to come back to this world when it's not an emergency and visit a few bases, because Haunted Stop? Well, that's an interesting name. Unfortunately, we're going to go to a base where, well, disaster did strike. Revosse outpost. Now the image has saved from the update, which is regrettable. Compared to the image I was looking at yesterday. But that should be green grass. We're on top of a donut-style mesa, and there was enough. I couldn't get the biodomes to do do 2 or 3 of them going downwards in the hole. It just was too tight, so I ended up putting them on top in a bunch of pillars. And the top of the pillar was fairly sloping, so I arranged the entire house to be split level, following the incline of the land almost. And yeah, you could park yourself on the balcony with a couple lounge chairs and just watch these gorgeous lakes. I never went to the lakes themselves. Guessing it must not have been very deep, because one thing I've noticed about is land going up or down. Molly Ringwall, the settlement, I noticed quite a few structures that I added were floating about a foot off the ground. So the settlement literally got redone by the game. Some buildings were moved, you can tell because stuff that I put in the building are like 10 feet to the side. Which, well, sorry, yeah. I'm gonna stop talking for a moment, let it sink in. This is a paradise world with a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous lake. So it just makes me want to cry. I mean, fuck. Mainly tears of frustrations, mind you, but okay. And balcony? Well, there's no point to a balcony. This reddish, purple, crimson colored grass, trees without leaves, basically a mud flat where the lake used to be. Fuck. You know, at least if there's some sort of, explanation or something. Tepid and damp. It should not be an issue with water. Couldn't care less. That's probably new. Resume. Haven't gone to that one. Oh yes. The final insult. I don't remember what the supply depot and the hotspot associated with was. Mining. Probably copper. But crap was not the first thing that came to mind. But apparently the hotspot got changed. Silver lining to the cloud. The facium is actually worth quite a bit. Do I have any left? Come on. Ah, there it is. So 1,000 facium will give you almost 300,000 units. Yeah. So, taking out the 40,000 facium, sorry, 4,000 facium, roughly nets you almost 1,200,000. So, this hasn't really changed in any way, shape, or form. Just where these panels were, there was, well, a down ramp, and these were all garage doors, and this one here closes this one, and this one here closed all of them. Yeah. I may yet delete it. I mean, I love some of the things I've done with this. Other things, well, this is just a compromise. I mean, just never quite worked out as the vision. It really would be great if they had sloping tunnels, parts. You put your prefab in one location and connect a sloping tunnel that's sloping down at 30 degrees. And yeah, connect two of those, and next thing you know, your next one is one level lower. But these are people who could not get water straight for 10 years. And, quote unquote, tweaked planets. Apparently they never stopped for 1 second to think about the consequences of those tweaks. And yes, seen plenty of comments and a couple of videos. I looked at some of the people I follow where they're indicating that yes, this planet is much better. I got lucky, I don't have any trees growing in the middle of my base, and hey, I'm happy for them. I'm happy it worked out. One fellow actually, apparently Hello Games did this before, some years back, and there's a paradise world, more or less what just happened to the lake base. It went from gorgeous to Revosee. Went from gorgeous to ugly overnight. Well, the recent update reverted all the ugly changes back to more or less the original setting, just finer and more detailed. Well, technically speaking, I can't delete it because there's the row. Unless I build another base. Yeah. Well, with those words, my fellow travelers, I will leave you.